What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Wisdom Wednesday with me, Rose from Divine 1111. So we made it. We made it through this long, dramatic filled day. For whoever I'm talking to, you may think that you've had the worst day of your life. Like, just one thing happened after the other. You couldn't get right. Like, this was the can't get right day. If there was a can't get right day, today was the can't get right day. But little do you know, it's actually for your benefit. Okay, don't scroll. Don't scroll. For real. Just hear me out. Hear me out. It's actually for your benefit and for your highest good. Okay? And what do I mean by that? Like, say for instance, you lost your job today. This is just an example. I'm not saying, that was the case for a lot of y'all, although it could be. But let's say you lost a job. You broke up with your partner, okay? You lost a bunch of money and you got a flat tire, or you got into like a little fender bender, all at the same time, all today, all on the same day, okay? You gonna start to crash out, like, and I don't blame you. You'll start to crash out and break down, like, just be a ball of emotions, right? But then what if after all of those events occurred, okay? What if after your car breaks down or whatever, it causes you to meet someone at the repair shop, or these days people don't talk to each other. Everybody on their phone or in their own world. So what if you're at the repair shop and you overhear somebody's conversation, somebody else that's waiting for a car, or one of the mechanics there talking about another company hiring, okay? And it's a company you're familiar with, or a company that you know where you'll be a good fit, okay? Something to that effect. And you overhear the conversation. You apply for that job. It pays a lot more than you were paid at your old job, okay? And then you meet the love of your life at the new job, okay? You see how all of that works? Like, had you not had that fender bender, you wouldn't have had or your car didn't break down, you wouldn't have had to go to the repair shop, you wouldn't have overheard that conversation, that led you to a better job with better benefits, better pay, and then you also found your new boo. Okay? God, or whoever you pray to, and the universe places us in certain situations, sometimes very difficult situations, to clear away what is not for us. And then it rebuilds us and prepares us for the next stage or a whole new beginning. Okay, so think of it as like a Jenga game, however you pronounce it. The game where you stack the blocks one on top or three in a row, and then you'd have to like push, remove a block, okay, and try not to make it fall. So think of it as like that game. Every decision we make removes a Jenga block. If we choose the wrong blocks, okay, in this case, the wrong people, the wrong places, situations, or things, okay, the foundation starts to get a little shaky, starts to get a little weak, until eventually the whole thing just falls down. Now, you may think that you made the correct choices, but Source, Spirit, God, Universe, they see things that we don't see. Okay, if you stayed in those situations, something worse could have happened to you. Okay, like if you stayed at your old job, okay, you could have been like the very next day, you could have been robbed leaving the place. Okay? You could have been robbed leaving your old job. That flat tire, that fender bender stopped you from being in like a T-bone accident a mile down the road. Okay, this kind of sounds like Final Destination, only like in reverse. Instead of people dying, it's like saving people from. Okay, anyway, I don't know why that just came to me, but it kind of does. But follow me, okay? But yeah, that flat tire, that fender bender, prevented you from having a worse accident, a T-bone accident further down the road, okay? Or that breakup, okay? Whether they broke up with you or you broke up with them, okay? It stopped you from being held back, or having your time wasted, or eventually disrespected by that person that didn't deserve you, okay? Like, you probably would have found out that they had a whole secret life. You ready to walk down the aisle with them, or waiting for them to pop the question. They got a whole secret life on the side, okay? I mean, how many exes have you had where you look at them now and you like, dang, I dodged a huge bullet. Like, I really did that. I really spent time with that. Okay, because we all got at least one. We all have one. Don't sit there and act like you don't, because everybody does. Okay. When we look at it, it's like, I must have been going through it. Like, what? Okay. And I don't care whether you're male or female. Like, everybody got at least one. Okay. But yeah, that Jenga tower had to fall in order to align things correctly for you again. That storm had to come in order to clear away all of that negativity, all of that pollution and nastiness in the air, okay? Allowing the sun to shine brighter for us, okay? And for us to see things clearer, clearing our path to lead us where we are supposed to be, all right? So don't give in to whatever drama or disappointment or mishap, okay, that happened, whatever you're facing now, okay? Instead, take a minute and see what lessons should be learned from this. Or better yet, what reward is going to replace what is lost. Okay, because there's always something better on the other side. There's always something bigger on the other side. Okay, there's always a silver lining. Okay, now don't get caught up in your emotions, okay, and miss the signs of this new beginning, of the next stage, these rewards, these better things coming into your life. Because if you get caught up in like the disappointment of it all, you get angry, you start cursing people out in your mind and in real life, you're not paying attention to the new opportunities trying to come towards you, okay? So pay attention to the signs, okay? Keep your cool, stay calm, all right? I know it's easier said than done. Stay calm. But yeah, just pay attention to the signs, baby. It's going to be okay. All this is called serendipity. Serendipity is the word of the day, okay? That's when we're placed into the right situations at the right time in front of the right people, you know, certain difficult situations, but it's all for a reason. It's all to put things into alignment, okay? So just say, it's just all for a reason. Whenever something happens or whenever you have a bad day, okay, don't let it get you down, okay? Actually, absolutely feel the feels, feel the emotions, okay, of it. Let out a cry if you want to, it's healing. It really is healing, y'all. I can tell you from experience, I cried so much one day. I had like the worst day like a while ago, and I cried so much that I feel like I lost a couple pounds. Like, I feel like crying makes you lose weight. So if that's your goal, then baby, let it out. I don't know who needed to hear that, but let it out, honey. Cause baby, it's healing. And you know what? After I had that good cry, I was right back to it. I was just like, it is what it is. There's something great on the other side. And you know what? It is. It was. It really was. One day I'm going to tell my story. One day I'm going to tell y'all my story. But yeah, it's a journey, y'all. So just don't give up. Don't give in. Okay? Stay elevated. Keep your eyes open. All right? Don't fall for the drama. Don't fall for that disappointment, okay? Because that's the devil. That's what the devil wants you to do. It wants you to fall into that shame and disappointment and failure, and it wants to keep you there. It want to keep that thumb right on you. Don't let them do that, okay? All right. I hope this helps somebody out there. I tell y'all, for the past 2 days, I've been hearing that song. So you had a bad day, you're taking one down, you sing a sad song, and you turn it, that whatever it goes. That's and I was like, this gotta be like the Wisdom Wednesday message, because why in the world is this song in my head over and over and over and over again? Like, literally, as I was telling you this message, it was in my head as I was singing. I mean, as I was telling y'all this message. So yeah, somebody out there had a very bad day, and baby, I want to tell you, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. You gonna make it through. You probably been through worse stuff. Okay, your bad days may not be over, but at least now you know how to handle it going forward. Okay, I love y'all so much. Okay, even if it's just 5 of y'all that get the message, I know it's gonna help someone out there. I know it is. Okay, I love y'all. See y'all next time. Bye bye.